Hi, my name is Bronwyn Sims, and I am the founder and owner of Just Move Yoga and Fitness, located in Townsend, Vermont. And this summer I will be offering some outdoor yoga classes in the beautiful outdoors. And those classes will be starting after Memorial Day weekend. There will be a session offered in June, and then another session offered in August and September. If you would like some information on these classes, you can email me at Bronwyn, that's BRONWYN, at strongcoffeestage.com. Okay, so I'm going to go through a short 15-minute yoga class. It's just a little sample class of what I offer in my full classes, which are generally an hour or an hour and 15 minutes long. Okay, so first thing, we're going to just start in a seated position. So if you just take a moment and cross the legs and find your sits bones, making sure that you're aligned from your coccyx bone all the way through your spine, up and out through the crown of your head. You're always welcome to sit on something like a block or a pillow if you need it for support. And let's just close the eyes and take a moment to get centered and grounded, and begin to notice your breath, the inhale and the exhale of your breath. And on the next inhale, we'll bring our hands to our heart center. And just take a moment to drop your chin towards your chest. On the next inhale, we'll raise the crown of the head and we'll begin today's practice with one chant of Om, inhaling together. On the exhale, just go ahead and release your arms and then just gently drop the chin towards the chest. On your next inhale, we're going to reach your hands behind yourself and interlace the fingers. So lengthening the wrists and the arms towards the space that's behind you. And we're going to open up the neck a little bit by rocking the head from side to side. So breathing into that space in between your shoulder blades, your upper back. And then coming back to center, you can raise the crown of the head, release the arms, and then walking the right hand to the right, inhale, left arm up and over, and creating some space here in the left side of the body. On your exhale, coming back to center, and we'll go the opposite direction. So opening up the right side. On the exhale, coming back to center, and now we'll take a twist to the right. So as you inhale, think about lengthening through your spine, up and out through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, twisting a little deeper. On your next inhale, we'll come back to center, and then we'll counter twist the opposite way. Continuing to deepen your breath. On the exhale, coming back to center, and then we're just going to cross the ankles and make your way into a downward facing dog. So in your downward dog, you want to think about lifting your sits bones and pressing your heels down and back, lifting up through the belly button, and just let the head and the neck release. Actively pressing your yoga mat down and forward with the first two fingers, especially the thumb and the pointer finger. On the inhale, we'll find a plank pose. A nice strong plank, drawing the belly in and lengthening out through both heels, keeping the gaze down the tip of your nose. On the exhale, we'll go ahead and lower your knees, chest, and chin towards the floor. Inhale and find a low cobra position. So lengthening out through all 10 toes, lift the heart. And exhale, tuck your toes, press back to a downward facing dog. So we're going to take a downward dog twist. So you're going to take your left hand towards your right ankle and take a twist. Keep lifting through the belly, pressing the heels down and back. On the exhale, release that hand and inhale, we'll go the opposite way. Right hand to left ankle or shin. And exhale, release. Inhale, let's find a plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale to a high cobra. Continuing to soften around the glutes, lift the heart. On the exhale, tuck your toes and press back, finding a downward facing dog. So we're going to bring the feet together and inhale your right leg out and find a three-legged dog, lifting that back leg up, lengthening out from your fingertips through the spine and then out through the back toes. On the exhale, bend the knee and open your hip now. You can point and flex the right foot, warming up your ankle. Inhale, bringing your legs straight back to center, three-legged dog. Exhale, we're going to step the right foot in between your hands and find a low lunge. So in your low lunge, you want to make sure your feet are hip width apart, toes are parallel, pointing forward. And of course, use props under your hands if your hands can't touch the floor. Lifting the heart center, lengthen out through that left heel. On the exhale, we're going to straighten your front leg and breathe into the right hamstring. You can flex the toes up off the mat if that's desirable. And then inhale, come on back to your lunge, lifting the heart center. Exhale, fold, and inhale, back to the lunge. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lunge, and then place both hands down and press back to a downward facing dog. Taking a breath here, inhale. And exhale, sigh it out of your mouth. So we'll bring the feet together again and inhale. This time the left leg comes out behind you to a three-legged dog. Finding length from your fingertips out through the back toes. On the exhale, bending the knee and now open your hip. You can point and flex your left foot, just warm up your ankle. Inhale, three-legged dog. On the exhale, step the left foot in between your hands and we'll find a low lunge. Again, keeping your feet and your legs hip width apart, lengthening out through the right heel and lifting the heart and the sternum. Breathing deeply into your hips and your pelvis. It's a great stretch to release tension in the hips, the pelvis, the low back. On the exhale, we're going to warm up your left hamstring by straightening the left leg. Drop the head, neck, and chest. Inhale and come back to your lunge. Exhale, fold over that front leg. Inhale back to your lunge. And exhale, fold. Inhale to the lunge and then placing both hands down, press on back to a downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank and exhale, lowering down. Inhale to upward dog or cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. So at the bottom of the next exhale, we'll completely empty out your breath, bend your knees and take your gaze forward. You can either hop or step towards the front of the mat. Inhale, find a flat back, and exhale, let it go, dropping the crown of the head. On your inhale, sweeping arms up, and we'll find Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking the gaze forward. On the next inhale, bend the knees and we'll find chair pose or Utkatasana. Bending the knees, sit towards the heels, lift the heart. On the exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, just step back to a downward facing dog. So we'll step the right foot forward and find warrior one. So drawing the arms up, squaring through the hips, grounding through your feet, lifting the heart center. Deep breathing here. Finding your focus. On the exhale, come on out through chaturanga, or you can always come through knees, chest, and chin, upward dog, and downward facing dog. The left leg steps forward, and find warrior one with the left leg in front. Drawing your arms up, softening the pelvis down and forward, lift the heart. Lengthen through the arms and the fingers, deepening your breath. On the next exhale, coming out through vinyasa, upward dog, and downward facing dog. Stepping right foot forward, finding warrior one again, drawing the arms up. And now we'll open and exhale, finding warrior two pose. Finding a nice, strong warrior two, lengthening out from fingertip to fingertip, shoulders lining right over hips. On the inhale, we'll reverse the warrior. And exhale, windmill your arms down and make your way out through vinyasa, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog, stepping left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Open and exhale, warrior two. Finding a strong warrior two with the left leg in front. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, coming out through vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. So let's inhale to a plank. Exhale, lowering down, and we'll do a few back bending postures. So first we'll find Sphinx Pose, elbows under shoulders, palms open. And then you can press through the arms and come up a little bit higher, softening through the low back. Try to soften the shoulders. And then exhale, coming down and pressing back to a downward facing dog. So I'll go through a couple other back bending postures just to complete our short practice today. So come to lay on your back, on your spine, on the mat, and we can walk the feet in so that the fingertips just graze your heels, arms are at your sides, and then press through the feet, and you're going to roll up and down your spine, lifting the hips, pressing into the mat with your feet, warming up the low back. So at any point you can come into a half wheel pose where you walk your shoulder blades together, lift the hips. Press into the mat with both feet, especially the big toes. On the exhale, release the spine. So there are other back bending postures you can do. If you have a full wheel practice, you can place your hands down next to the ears and press up. Using your arms and your legs, lift the hips. Exhale, release. And let's just gently gather the knees in so you can release the low back. You can find a happy baby pose, open through the hips, softening the sacral joint towards the floor. And then gather the knees in, and we'll just take a subtle twist. Let the knees drop over to the right. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, letting the knees float the opposite direction, softening the low back area. On the inhale, coming back to center. And then at this point in the practice, you are welcome to do a shoulder stand, or you can bring your legs up, something to get the legs over the head. It's always good to get the blood flowing the opposite direction. So, shoulder stand. You can do here. This is a more active posture, shoulder stand. Or if you prefer just something less active, you can lay with your legs straight up. You can also use a prop here underneath the low back. Just some nice positions to get the blood flowing the opposite way. So this is a short little practice. After this, we would come into Shavasana for a few minutes just to release the body and to ground ourselves before entering back into the, into the world. So thank you for participating in this short 15-minute session, and this is just a little sample of what I can offer in a yoga class. I also offer classes via Zoom. So please stay tuned for more outdoor yoga classes that'll be coming starting after Memorial Day weekend. Thank you very much. Namaste. For more information, please contact Bronwyn Sims at bronwyn@strongcoffeestage.com. Thanks. Have a great day.